Hey guys, what is up? And welcome back to Art Wednesday, where I do something artistic on Wednesday. And we are co-starred with Raven, who is by my leg asking for pets and cuddles as we speak. And of course, Bailey had to help in this video, of course, because why wouldn't she help? And if I sound funny, I do apologize. I have a throat ulcer. Talking is painful. So doing this video is kind of hurting my throat, but oh well, it's okay. And I apologize for the late video. I normally like to post earlier, but I was at work. And I did not think to record the audio until it was too late and it was time for bed. So, yeah. But as you can see, I talked about it in another video. I forget if it was on the main channel or my vlog channel. But I did decide to just go ahead and frog the deku blanket. Now, I love the concept of it. I really did enjoy making it. I had fun with it. But it was just getting too big. It wasn't fun anymore. And you will see how much yarn was tied up in this project. And it was an insane amount of yarn. And yeah, I've got all that yarn now. It was like an insane amount of yarn. This project was a little easier to frog than I thought. I thought it was going to be a long, intense project, but it actually wasn't. And a little pro tip, if you have a ball yarn winder and you have a large solid block of color in a project, you can actually wind it up on this wheel and it will frog it for you. And it is a lot easier and more efficient. And yeah, so that is what I did for most of these projects. For the other colors, I just wound them into balls and then rewound it with the ball winder at the end. And to start the project, I went ahead and I just cut off all these ends. I wasn't worried about it. And then, yes, I did use my foot there because I was using my my other hand to hold the phone. So don't come at me. So then what I did was I detangled this mess here. I rewound everything and made it look good again because look at that. So once everything in that bucket was nice and organized is when I started to frog the blanket. But of course it was nap time for Baleo because you know working and being a kitten is very difficult. There's so much you gotta do. But yeah, here is what it's looking like. From just a little bit I rewound, and you know, nothing came from the actual blanket yet. These were just partial skeins that were chilling in that bucket. This was also taking up 2 storage containers. Now I have put one back, or I'm sorry, I have used one for more. Actually, I used both of them for yarn. Yeah, you'll see that at the end. But yeah, I did put yarn in both of them. But now it's a storage yarn. Before it was just a mess. It was holding the blanket. But yeah, not any longer. And I have really sad news, guys. My stitch sweater is missing. I cannot for the life of me find it. I don't know where it went. I don't know where I put it. I cannot find it. I did not hang it up when I was supposed to. Where I was supposed to. And I cannot for the life of me find it now. And it's making me really sad. But here is the final result. I know all these colors look the same. So that's why I kind of like illustrated here what they were looking like. Because I know their pigments all kind of look the same. But basically the row is the same color. So we got 2 skeins there. And 6 in total basically. And then this row is all the same color. And so on. But yeah, I tried to put it in. I didn't really mean to put it in like a rainbow order. But that's just kind of how it turned out. And I'm okay with it. And I am not going to sugarcoat it, my friends. I have a stupidly insane amount of black yarn. And you're going to laugh at me when I say this. but I don't know where it is. I'm looking above me right now, and I have no idea where this black yarn has gone. I went to Joann's, and I purposely bought like 4 skeins of black yarn because I needed it for a bunch of projects, and I cannot find it. I have been reusing my old skeins of black yarn that just so happened to materialize after I bought some. Because that's, of course, how it works. And I didn't realize this was out of focus, but I was basically just taking the deku blanket off of the list for, the whips list. And here are the 2 storage containers and what they're looking like. So what I needed to do was clear off this top shelf of my variegated yarn. So I put all those in there, except for like the circle ones. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, the cats have been pulling off the blanket for the yarn, and the yarn's just been exposed, and I'm like, what? So yeah, don't know what's going on with there. And sorry for the hair in the frame. I did not realize it was in the frame. But yeah, so all the yarn except for that one that's on the top went into this bucket, and then that is when I grabbed the other bucket. Oh, sorry, this one I grabbed because it looked similar to this one, and I wanted them to be in the same space and same frame. And yes, the yarn got tangled, and I was like, why? But I'm not re-rolling these. So I decided to put everything in this bigger bucket to make it look better, and I feel like it fit a lot better in there. I do still use the other bucket for other yarn, which you will see shortly. I just realized I didn't actually show you the process of me frogging this blanket. Basically all you do is pull the yarn backwards in the other direction of which you worked it. So normally with these things you work right to left and then left to right. Basically if you, on whichever row, if you worked up, to the left, you basically pull the yarn back down to the right and just undo what you're doing. And yeah, that is all I did, and it turned into all that yarn. So for those who don't know, I have yarn in this little thing, and I really want to use these. I just don't know what to do with them yet, so they have been hoarded in here. And since I have this extra bucket, I thought it was time to move them out and into the open and get some storage space. And just so you guys know, there will not be a video next week. I repeat, there will not be a video next week on the main channel. There may or may not, I'm not going to promise you guys anything, but there may or may not be videos posted on the vlog channel. I feel like I want to post at least 1 video, but I will be on the cruise next week starting on Tuesday, which is, in a couple of days. So there will not be a video next week on any channel. There will probably not be one until next Wednesday. I'm sorry, not the Wednesday coming up, but the Wednesday after that. Just to give me a little bit of a break. And this was the yarn that was left. And then Ella came to inspect my work to make sure I was doing good. Now this was extremely difficult to do with one hand. I just want to let you guys know. Grabbing all the little yarns, trying to hold them while holding the camera straight. It was very difficult. So I set it on this table, and I opened my drawer, and I was trying to figure out where I could put them, because my drawers were kind of full. And for those who are wondering, yes, Raven is still getting butt scratches as we speak. Yeah. You saying hi, Raven? I don't know if you guys heard her, but she meowed to say hello to you guys. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to unwind it. I will miss this project, but it was just going to be too big. You saw how big it was. That wasn't even halfway yet. That wasn't even to, the half. I think I was, at the halfway point of the halfway mark. And it was just going to be way too big and too much. And you good, Raven? She's, scratching her head on the table. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I do apologize for my voice if it sounds weird. I'll see ya in 2 weeks. Bye!